share screen. Oh, just give me a second because I'm like, I just minimized it trying to expand it. Okay, can you see the screen very well?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you tonight on our first call of the year. There's a lot of exciting things to cover. And I have, a little bit of tough love and tips to share with you. But before we get into that, I want to get right into some huge announcements that we just received from Beachbody Corporate. If you didn't get to watch the surge, I've already posted the link in our team page, so watch it as long as about 2 hours because they covered a lot of things. That is something that you can have running in the background as you're doing your chores or whatever around the house. So first things first, January Success Club. They have a pretty good incentive for us this month, and it's two of them. Every Success Club that you earn will earn you double trip dollars for the 2017 Success Club trip, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about in a couple of slides. But this is a really good opportunity to accumulate some money towards your free trip. So it's a good month to hit Success Club and surpass your goals and get in as much as you can. It's January. Everybody's making, their New Year's resolutions and getting started with their fitness goals. There's a lot of people who need and want help. It's your opportunity to help them find solutions and also create success for yourself. Win-win. The second reward that we get is a podcast by Jen Sincero, who is the author of You're Badass, one of my all-time favorite personal development books. So, to help you reach these, goals, Success Club goals, and help you give you the tools to help people reach their goals. Corporate has put together some awesome challenge pack promos. So we have the Master's Hammer and Chisel, which is brand new from December on special this month, as well as the 21-Day Fix Original and 21-Day Fix Extreme. So lots of options to help people get results. And if you haven't seen some transformations for the Master's Hammer and Chisel, I know the name is a handful, but Hammer and Chisel, just Google it. Google images. There's lots of people who are posting some crazy, incredible transformations. Some people are seeing, quite significant results within even like the first 2 to 3 weeks. This is one of those programs that takes things to the next level. One thing to keep in mind, it's not a beginner program. This is for somebody who's been, getting into shape and working out regularly for quite some time, or someone who's really prepared to get in there and work hard. So use these tools to help you achieve your Success Club goals and help your customers reach their goals. So this coming Saturday, we have our quarterly get-together, Super Saturday. So if you've never heard of it, this is where coaches from across the US and Canada come together at hundreds of events to prepare for the next quarter. We do recognition, share tips, there might be some product releases or announcements, and we make things happen. We work out together, we have fun. it's a lot of fun. If you're serious about your business, if you love this community, it's so important to go to live events, especially at the beginning of the year when you're thinking about your own fitness goals, your own, life goals, business goals, and things like that. It's so important to immerse yourself in, in a positive community, in a place where you're going to get, positive vibes and energy, because you're not going to find a better place than Super Saturday to be in a room where it's going to be, full of super inspired, excited, positive mindset, great attitude people in one room. Just in a few hours, you will leave pumped to take on the next challenge, whether it's from your fitness, whatever goals you have. So I know it's just in a few days, but make it a priority. Find an event near you. I've put the URL there for you to search by location. Every event is going to be different. It follows a similar kind of format, but people organize it in a way that, that they like. They use different themes and so forth. And, the celebrity trainers go to various locations. So who knows? You might have Autumn or Sagi or Tony or one of the trainers at your location. And wouldn't that be fun? Next, one of the things that got announced on the January surge earlier this week is the 2017 Success Club trip. Excuse me. It's going to be to Punta Cana. So look at this picture. I picked one of the pictures that I really liked. Doesn't it look beautiful? The rooms look amazing. Everything that they have lined up looks incredible. And this is your opportunity to go on a trip that's pretty much free. I mean, you pay your own flight, but they cover the accommodation for 2 people. That's all inclusive for you for the duration of the trip. And not only that, again, you're getting that culture and experience of having all of these motivated, go-getting coaches in one place. It's going to be an incredible, uplifting, amazing experience, but also a party. You're going to have lots of fun. So I highly encourage you that you register. The general registration opens Tuesday, January 19th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Mark your calendar. Set your timer a few minutes before and keep on refreshing your computer, because you know what? Everybody's going to be on there trying to register, and places fill up immediately in a matter of like seconds, minutes. If that happens, go on a waiting list the moment they release waiting lists, because if you do it early enough, you will have a high chance of getting in there. It's so important to sign up for Success Club. Whether you know if the timing works for you right now or not, you have to sign up. You have to do this for yourself, because this is a sure sign that you believe that you have what it takes to do well in your business and earn this trip, right? So if you don't sign up for this, you're pretty much telling yourself that you don't think you're going to succeed. And if you're starting out with that failing mentality, I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be very hard to hit any of your smaller goals, right? So it's better, even if it's scary, it may feel like unachievable for you right now, get on that wait list. I remember my first year, I made the same mistake, and I hate having to see other people make the same mistake. So sign up. And another announcement, our new Shakeology flavor cafe latte is launching January 11th in the United States. So everything is, there's a bit of a lag with our launches in Canada, because Health Canada is quite stringent about various ingredients, and it's just a lengthy process. And all Canadians know this. We accept it, so we have to be patient. It has nothing to do with Beachbody. Just even our laws with English and French and so forth complicate things in terms of, like product labeling and so forth. So we have to trust that corporate and the legal team is working very hard to get it in as soon as possible, and we will get it, shortly, hopefully before Summit. But if not, we will have an opportunity to try it out when we go for Summit. Okay, so now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this call. So what I want to talk to you about today on our first call of 2016 is about having a laser focus. I want to know if you're ready to crush some goals. I read this quote and I loved it so much, and it was actually the inspiration for what I wanted to cover with you today. The successful warrior is the average man with laser focus. You need to know what you want and have a tunnel vision pretty much and go at it. And I know at the end of the year, we talked about setting goals, doing vision boards, and so forth. I think so far, the only 2 vision boards I've seen in our team page is mine and Stephanie's. So if you've done it, I hope you trust us enough to share and put it in our team page group for support and inspiration. If you haven't set any goals, or if you haven't done the exercise, what are you waiting for? You need to set some goals. Because if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? So what I want to do now to help you focus is give you some tips. I'm going to give you some tips to help you succeed and get laser focused. Excuse me. That's my daughter in the background. Go to Daddy. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. The beauty of working from home. Tip number 1, check your baggage at the door. All right. We're in 2016, new year, January, and maybe you haven't reached all of your goals. I can tell you, I have quite a few missed goals. Maybe you're feeling disappointed, sorry for yourself, there's some guilt, bit of pity party, anger, fear of more failure, and various emotional baggage and things that are going on in your life. But hey, you need to check your baggage, your 2015 baggage at the door. That year is done and over with. It's in the background. It's gone. You need to be moving forward. So whatever happened, whatever goals you missed, anything that happened in 2015, lessons learned. Move forward. Check your baggage at the door. This is a clean slate. So you need to focus forward. Number 2, you're a coach. Own it. A lot of you have not really embraced that role. And I say this because I don't see it on your page. You don't talk about it. And maybe you feel like you're not enough. You're not good enough. Maybe you don't, have special knowledge or whatever, right? Whatever it is, you need to get over it. You have this special role. You're a difference maker. You're not supposed to be a fitness expert or a personal trainer. You're there to listen to people, to their needs, and offer solutions to their problems. You're a difference maker. And anyone can do that if they're willing to open their hearts, their minds, and their ears and listen to people and genuinely help them. We know you can do it. So know that you're a coach. You know it deep down because you signed up to be a coach. I want you to own it. And don't worry about the haters and what people might think and how they judge you. Maybe they think you're not good enough. Who cares? if they're not in that battleground with you, they do not matter. Mommy's working.
Anyone doesn't run on my horse.
No. I will run with you when I finish, okay? But you have to listen and go. So embrace, the haters or the naysayers, and do you. I love this image, so I have to include it. Yes, I'm a bitch, and I smile when I conquer. So whatever people say, put on your smile, because you know where you're going. You know what you want, and you're going to go after it, and you're going to have that laser focus, the blinders, and ignore all of the distractions and move on forward. You're a coach, and you're going to own it. Number 3, go back to the basics. The secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda. So what kind of basics am I talking about? Vital behaviors, the basics, right? I know people want, some magic or some secret sauce to succeed in this business, but we all know it. It all comes down to doing these little things every single day and consistently. It's that whole concept of compound effect. It's not quantum leaps that lead to success. It's those little things that seem so insignificant that when you do them with consistency, they compound and give you these crazy results, right? So focus on the basics. Work out, do your personal development, talk to people, be authentic and be genuine. And you know what? You do that day in, day out without worrying about the results that, you should be getting now and worrying about the harvest. Just keep on, planting seeds and you will get results. Number 4, be a voice, not an echo. You need to be yourself. Don't worry about the haters. Don't let them get to you. They're just upset because the truth contradicts the lies they live. You don't want to be echoing other people, trying to do what you think everyone should be doing, or, just following the pack. You have to discover what your voice is. What is your message? What is it that you want to share with people? You're trying to share your experience. That's what makes a good coach. Because you're telling them what's working for you, what are you struggling with, and converting that to lessons that people can relate to and they can grow with you. You're taking people on a journey. So you have to find your own voice. Who are you? What's your message? And it doesn't have to be perfect, and it might take some trial and error, but think about it. When something really touches your heart and, when you think about it and you say, this is what I'm feeling today, share it. And if you share it and if you feel people don't respond, hey, you can change direction, right? Number 5, don't compare. A rose can never be a sunflower, and a sunflower can never be a rose. All flowers are beautiful in their own way, and that's like women too. So I just thought this was a really cute quote. But it's very important not to compare. And I say this, and everything that I'm sharing this with you is pretty much the pep talk that I gave myself, the tough love conversation that I have with myself. Because it's very easy to get into that comparison game when you see people, surpassing you, or they seem to have it easy, or they're hitting the goals that you want, and maybe you feel like you're struggling and you're wondering, why am I not hitting these goals? Well, if you're not hitting the goals, it's probably because you're not doing the work, right? Or you're not doing it the way you should be doing it, in a way that's authentic to you. And then the other very important thing that you need to remember is everybody is on their own journey. If you're focused on looking to the side and looking back, you can move forward. You need to be focused on moving forward. We talked about the blinders and that laser focus. Stop looking around. Don't look at the people beside you, what they're doing, and see if, think about like a race, right? If you're running a marathon, if you're constantly turning around to look at what people behind you are doing and, how soon they're going to pass you, they are definitely going to pass you. You need to concentrate on your own race and keep on moving forward. Number 6, get outside your comfort zone. You need to have hope, you need to jump, and know that you will find your wings on the way down. Keep jumping, and I promise you'll realize your capacity is infinite. You need to stretch yourself outside your comfort zone. I challenge you to set new scary goals almost every 3 months, revise them, and do something different. And the tracking sheet that we use right now, and if you don't have it, I'll repost it, and the Revitalize checklist. One of the things that we have that we should do daily is just do something to get outside your comfort zone, because that's the only way you grow, right? So whether it be, volunteering to do a team call, or getting on a phone with somebody, or striking up a conversation with a stranger, whatever it is. And, maybe I'm going to ask Stephanie. I know Stephanie had made a list of ideas on how you can get outside your comfort zone daily. That's what she uses to check off that from her list every day. So, I'll put a list as well, and maybe we can put something together and give you ideas. It's so important to get outside of your comfort zone to grow and to succeed just as a human being. And then in this business as well. 7, put in the work, plain and simple. Success is not convenient. It leads to a life of convenience, but you will only get there if you put in the work, right? So, hey, it's so easy to make excuses. I have a lot of my own. I'm sick right now. You hear me coughing. I could have skipped this team call. I'm sleepy. I would rather be sleeping. But you know what? I have goals. I love this team. This means so much to me. Doing this and sharing with you is as much part of my growth and yours, right? And I'm going to do what it takes to succeed. And I'm going to put those sacrifices in, right? You have to make sacrifices. It's hard to get time, right? So I put together the ideas for this team call on my ride to work on the train. And I jotted down some ideas. If you want something, you can always find a way to make it work. You don't have to spend hours and hours. You just have to find out what it is that you want. So we're talking about goals again. You need to do your vision board. You need to set your goals. You put some deadlines, some dates in there, and then you have to reverse engineer it to say, okay, what kind of work do I have to do to get there? Is it realistic? How much time do I need to put in? Do I need to put in more hours if I want to get there faster? Or if I'm not able to put in that much hours, do I need to make my goal a little bit realistic and stretch it out a little bit? The point is, you need to figure out what you want, and you need to put in the work that's required to get there. And you have to be very honest with yourself and do some self-evaluation is so important. You have to do that self-reflection and evaluation almost like on a weekly basis. You can go into your social media almost on a weekly basis and scroll through it and say, hey, have I been sharing authentically? Am I engaging people? Am I sharing my message and so forth? And go in and clean it up and take notes and how you can improve it for the next week. You can use your business tracker. And on a daily basis, you can look at it and say, hey, did I check off everything on this list? Because if you did not, you didn't do everything that you need to do to succeed, right? So if you're half-assing it, you can't expect, the results that you want. You can't expect, to make thousands of dollars a week, right? People who get to the top are the people who work, who put in the work and to do everything that's on your list, or, I mean, you prioritize. Obviously, you want to make time for your family and so forth. What I'm talking about is aligning your efforts with your goals and the timeline in which you want to achieve it so that you can make it happen. Okay. Finally, don't take yourself too seriously. It's okay to make mistakes. So don't wait until you're like that perfect size that you have in your head to share your transformation. Don't wait for the perfect post to share that you're a coach. Just forget this, that perfectionism issue, or, whatever is holding you back, let it go. Don't take yourself too seriously. This, business is supposed to be fun. It's about community, right? Have fun. And if you do something that you don't like, you post something and you're like, I regret it, that's what the delete button is there for, right? Nothing is permanent. With how quickly things go in social media nowadays, people forget things in a split second anyways. And you know what? You post things on your page and you think everybody sees it? Nah, only a small percentage of people see it, because not everybody's online. They're not even on their accounts as much as we are to begin with. And even with that, with algorithms and, just the number of friends that we have, it's just like small percentages of things that we see, right? So have fun, just go outside your comfort zone and jump, right? Just jump in and do what you need to do. Put things out there. It's better to make mistakes than to just like wait around, stagnant, waiting for things to be, perfect or ready or this or that. Just do something. Take action. Action. That's where you get results. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. That's what was on my mind. These were the kind of conversations that I was having with myself. So I wanted to share it with you. It's not really a real assignment, but more like a reminder that I have for you is to set your goals. And if you haven't done your vision boards, to do that and share in our team page, or just send it to your coach, right? So that you can talk about it. What Stephanie and I want to do is to really understand where you want to go, right? So this is not about us, it's about you and what you want to do with this business. And once we understand what your goals are, we can help you get there. We can help you figure out, the steps that you need to take to get there. So one of the things that we were talking about doing is setting up one-on-one calls with each of you. So you can schedule calls with your coaches and like with either Stephanie and I. And we'll be happy to go through your goals for the new year and, set some specific milestones for you and help you get there. What I would like to see is for, if you're committed to hit certain milestones and to put in the work that's required, we're willing to invest our time to meet with you on a weekly basis, to review your business trackers and give you ideas on how you can make improvements. Right? But this will mean that if we're going to invest our time to meet with you on a regular basis, that you will have specific tasks that you need to complete. So when we meet the next time, we're going to expect that you've done it, right? Because there's no point of having these conversations over and over again if it doesn't result in any action, right? So it's a waste of time for you. It's a waste of time for us. We love chatting, but we're your coaches and we're your mentors, right? So, there's lots of time for having fun and for having, like we can go out for drinks. We can have fun in Summit. When we do our team calls, I know we always stay behind and, have our fun conversations. But when we're having a coaching call, we need to be focused on, results, tasks, and action, right? So that's what we want to do with you. So I hope you're ready. I'm going to open up some time slots tomorrow morning. I'll post them in the team page and also on Sunday. And I know Stephanie's going to give us some thought as well based on her schedule and open up for slots for people who are interested to take advantage of, these mentoring calls. We're very excited. 2016 is going to be awesome. Lots of big things. And we want you to grow. We want you to succeed. We want you, to make your dreams come true. And anything that we can do to make that happen, this will be an honor. Thank you. And I will talk to you soon.